We stone. We stone. We streaming. We streaming. We stone. We stone. We streaming. We streaming. Can't do this motherfucker like yeah. Yeah. All my niggas in the chat and we also hot. It's fun. Stone, stone, stream, 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 stone, stone, stream, stone, 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 stream, stone, stone. All my niggas in the chat and we like hot. It's fun. All my niggas gon' get that shit and roll. Yeah. We stone, we stone, we streaming and streaming. We stone, we stone and streaming. Yeah. Getting to the money, gotta get into the bag like yeah. Yeah. Roll up, plenty motherfuckers breathing like yeah. Yeah. All my niggas in the chat, they hot as fuck. Yeah. Getting to the bag, getting to the bag like yeah. All my niggas we stone the streaming. All my niggas we getting to the cheesing. All my niggas we breathing. Ain't gon' stop going to stop breathing. Yeah. 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 We streaming, we stone, and streaming, we stone, and streaming, we stone, and streaming.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back, everybody. Another episode in Stoned and Streaming. It's your boy Righteous Ain't Playing.
Man, Chosen, checking in on the ones and twos.
Checking in. Man, what it do be, y'all? Man, shit, hopefully everybody's been having a great start. Some of y'all, this might be your weekend, but we appreciate y'all tapping in. See a lot of the day ones in the building. Django, Farmer M, Chris Hawkins, Kong, you majesty. Appreciate y'all coming through. What up, Enu to Life? Nigga sound like he's sweeping. Or either doing cocaine. What you doing over there, buddy?
Little both. Little both.
Little both. Hey. Yeah, man, shit, man. Everything going smooth over here, man. Right now, we just smoking a little bit of what is this? Sir Charles number 15. It's the last of the Sir Charleses. Not my favorite Sir Charles. A lot of modified banana on this one. That's not why I don't like it, but like there were just other Sir Charleses. There's another Sir Charles that look very similar to how this particular, not the one on screen, but what I'm smoking, how it looks, but it got a different flavor profile, which, man, I tell you, man, that's the thing that's crazy about popping a lot of beans, doing larger pheno hunts. I mean, you can always expect to find different phenos, but it's crazy when the phenos are alike, when they look the same, but then they smell and smoke completely different.
I'd imagine so.
Man, I always wondered, man, and I know this is a stoner question, but like, can something that's in the tent that's right next to it kind of rub off? Can it overpower and add an element of itself? Maybe because the buds touched or something like that. I doubt it, but you know.
Kong want to know what bud that was in your reel.
That's O Miller number 6. Yeah, man. Hopefully, man. I try to start a challenge. Man. Man,
Did you do a bad challenge?
Participate. No, not that one. Shit, man. The If Only You Knew challenge. That's where you like take a picture of some buds you smoking on or some shit that you growing, and you put that If Only You Knew on the background of it. You know what I'm saying? Love to see some of y'all out there doing that. If not, it's all right. It's okay. But I just thought it'd be a tight ass group community kind of little thing. What up, American One? What up, Piff 1000?
I can't believe I don't have Dig in my bag loaded up and ready to go.
Yeah, man, that's an old school run. That's an old school one right there. Dig in my bag.
That's the one.
Cause you know, money don't make the man.
And that's actually the song that you made, so you know how I am. You actually did that.
Money don't make the man. I smoke as much weed as I can.
Yeah, I need to get on his ass, man. He had some shit that he don't be wanting to remaster.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I just be doing this shit, man, for fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, y'all hear the Stone and Streaming intro. There's parts in there that's just missing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mean to do that, but that's just, So I ended up at the end of my stoned out, you know what I'm saying, session and shit. It'd be different when you got like an engineer, but when you the motherfucker who make the beat, rap over the beat, try to mix the shit, you know what I'm saying? They got this thing where your ears really do get tired. So if you've been listening to something for a long time, certain frequencies or damper or attenuate, it's what we're listening to.
Good old attenuation. It's like that with light too.
Yeah, so that'd be the issue I be running into, man. I be high as hell too. I think that's probably that's the biggest problem. I be high, but having to do all 5 of the jobs that are required to do the shit and make the shit sound good. It's some shit you got to be into. Put it that way. And you know me, bro. I pick up the music one day and put that shit right back down the next. Won't touch it again for a whole month or two. Man, shit, what you smoking on over there today, man? And what you got going on over there?
Man, battling fucking fatigue. This medicine that they got me on, or just took me off of, that shit made me tired. So that's not helping when it comes to consuming cannabis. So it's making everything times 10. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm just battling, staying awake. That's what's going on with that. No one's here for that though. We got a couple new things going on. I didn't make a couple posts. Fucking Cubert. Tron. Ooh, Tron. No, that Tron gonna be the one. Tron and Donkey Kong, which was inspired by Kong. Oddly enough, had that in my hip pocket. That shit about to drop. 3 more things about to drop with it. With another surprise strain that I got dropping that I already had in my pocket. Actually, it's available now too. High octane R1s. You know what I'm saying? I've been keeping that in my pocket for some months. You just think I can't keep a secret, but yeah, that's available. I'm ready now. I just ain't did nothing with it yet. Other than that, that's about it. I think got some shit that need to be staked. Man, look, it's just fuckery over here. Got some shit that need to be staked up. Some other shit, We at that part of the grow where you just be like, man, I wish this shit would be over. I'm ready to be done.
Man, not you. Yeah, man. Cubert, Donkey Kong. What was the other one you said?
Tron.
Back pocket.
Yeah, high octane R1s.
And Tron. Man, you know it'd be dope if you took the Dave Chappelle character Tron and put it on Tron's body.
It would. I'm gonna take some of the sound bites from that Chappelle shit though, for sure.
All right, man. Look here, Farmer M. We got to teach y'all, man. And this is a lesson to the chat, man. We don't say to the side. Because a motherfucker, how you set to the side, man. Hey, you know how this shit gonna show up. I got you set to the side.
Yeah, get set to the side. You may have to get that shit. If you set to the
Me
side, just
daddy, me daddy.
just you know, I got everybody. Yeah, I got everybody in the smoke with that shit for sure.
Yeah, man, you know we be having y'all, but that's an inside joke. Along with
Man,
me daddy.
I'm just trying to get back to normal, nigga. I'm very low energy today, so you will not have to worry about me cutting you off today. That's for sure.
Hey man, take your testosterone pills, old man.
That's not my fault. You stop producing testosterone after the age of
Me
40.
daddy, me daddy. But yeah, man, I'm high as hell, and shit, man. I'm hope. Matter of fact, let me not say that. I know it's gonna be a good show because it's always a good. It's always a treat when players meet.
And you in the driver's
So yeah,
seat.
man, I'm sure it's gonna be. Oh
So let's drive this show into the first
yeah,
topic.
man. Let's maneuver the whip. Uh, let's see here, man. Man. So this one right here is gonna be about if you're making some beans.
That sounded funny. I don't know why.
Yeah, man. If you're making beans, is it a good idea? What is the proper thing to feed while making seeds? That's the first topic. You want to go first, or you want me to lead off?
I feed normal as a motherfucker. I feed everything that I would normally feed in flour. I try to. Now, 50% of the time, what happens is that shit actually don't get fed as much as I would like because whenever I'm making seeds, it's usually like the fourth or fifth thing I got going, so I don't be paying attention as much as I should be. Damn, right on time, right on cue. Um, I usually forget about that shit. Need to be watered. Y'all call it dry back, whatever y'all call it. I call that shit forgetting the water. And that usually happens about once a month, usually. So what I try to do is feed.
Django says you gotta feed it steak and potatoes. Shit. Well, damn.
Best ever.
Farmer M says nitrogen, lots of it. Yeah, man. I was actually gonna agree with that, man. I think, and this is from my experience, that you should most definitely feed normal bloom nutrients, but I think that you should also feed quarter strength to half strength veg nutrients as well, because the seed, and I could look this up because this is just my niggonometry. The seed making process most definitely takes a lot out of your plant, and what's happening to me is that the seed bracts on certain seeds will start to brown off and die. Certain like leaves will die, shit like that, which makes me feel like it's a lack of nitrogen. So I would most definitely recommend to feed quarter strength to half strength veg nutrients as well too.
So is that what you normally do? Feed quarter strength, half strength, veg nutrients too when you make your seeds?
I have before, and I did not this time. What I normally would do is just feed regular, but I would like there has been like I've probably made probably about what 5-6 runs. You know what I mean? So there has been times where I have added some veg nutrients to it, and I have noticed the difference
So why didn't you keep it up?
because I be high and I never do the same shit the same way. I don't be writing shit down. I think we all know that.
I don't
And
know.
I
For
say
me,
this shit all the time. I say this shit all the time, man. I forget more shit than I remember. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, for me, I ain't feed no veg nutrients because I ain't never had to, and my seeds been completely fine. I ain't had no browning off or no nothing. So I'm not saying don't, but what I am saying is you completely don't have to. You can if you want, but it ain't, I don't think it's necessary myself. Ain't never been for me, anyways. I'm sure most of the people in the chat have popped my shit, your shit, probably popped some of your shit where you didn't add the veg nutrients. So I don't know how much of a difference that will make. Speaking of veg nutrients, did you ever try? You said you was gonna try adding, going back to veg lighting cycle. Did you do that?
No, I haven't. I haven't, and I felt like this wasn't the time to try it. You know what I'm saying? But like I'm really like what I'm thinking. Obviously, I told you, man. Shit, I'm getting ready to tear everything down, right? So
Mm-hmm.
like I be trying to visualize my next grow. As high as that shit may sound, man, I be trying to like think about that shit and like what I would like to do differently and things that I plan on doing differently. Like obviously, I plan on breeding some more, or making some more seeds. So, you know, that's just one of the things I'm looking at right now, and it's like, all right, this is kind of how I want to approach it. Like, as you can see, I have some tall ass plants. I don't want my plants to be that tall any longer. You know what I'm saying? I would like them to finish somewhere in between where the left side is and where, or left side was and the right side was. I would like it to be somewhere in between there. One of the other things that I'm guilty of not doing is adjusting, raising, and lowering lights. I leave the light at one fucking level, and if that shit get too close, I turn the light down. You know what I'm saying? So just little shit like that, I feel like I could do a lot better. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Into the life. Me personally, the only time I give my plants straight water is when I'm too lazy to make nutrients. That's number one. I don't know about righteous. I don't add CalMag in my breeding plants when they in flower or in my flowering plants. I don't add CalMag, so you can answer that. I just was trying to notice the questions that was popping up in the chat. So, righteous, do you add CalMag when you breed?
No, I don't. I don't use any CalMag at all because it's CalMag and the nutrients that in the formula that I run. So it's already where it's supposed to be at. But I don't think it's CalMag because it's not like a stem thing. You know what I mean? It's literally like I could look like I'll show y'all later. Like I'd be glad to show y'all because I don't hide nothing. Like, and it's not as though this hasn't happened before because it's happened at certain times and it hasn't happened, which you can verify. And once again, it don't never be nothing wrong or nothing with the beans. It's just a visual thing. Make you feel like you're
Yeah,
running out of time. Like, damn, is the plant dying on me? What's going on?
that's an important thing to bring up, Inu. I am in cocoa, so I do feed all day. As a newer grower, if it's any newer growers in this chat or listening on the rewatch, it's very important the medium that you're growing in relation to how much you're feeding. So you might want to when you're taking advice from your favorite cannabis grower out there, make sure you understand what medium you growing in, what medium they growing in, so that the information and the advice can match up. You need a cleater for calcium. Hey, see, y'all on some other shit. I don't even know what cleater. I've never had a need to even know what the fuck a cleater was. Like, I never used it, so I don't even know what that is. I just try to keep everything simple.
You don't know what a collider is, man?
Nope.
Oh, man. It's those things you wear when you play soccer and football.
I'm in Pro Mix to try that feed shit. No, I see better results with the water days. Yeah, I didn't feed like that when I did use Pro Mix. Because it just hold the shit different than Cocoa do. So I definitely wouldn't suggest feeding 100% if you mean like Pro Mix or soil. I'd
Yeah,
imagine that would.
man. That shit most definitely do hold the water a lot longer. Definitely holds the water a lot longer in soil. That's another thing I was talking about too, man. As far as like, cause I've grown drip system, flood and drain, and top water. And one of the things I can say is that when I grew flood and drain and cocoa, I was able to saturate the medium for much longer periods of time. You know what I mean? Um, what are we talking about? Are we talking about for veg or for flour? And it depends on what kind of nutrients you're using as well too.
That's why I never use
Because
that.
if you're using additives that are not salt based as well too, that's gonna count for parts per million. I don't think ppm is just salts. I think it's EC or electroconductivity.
Non-ppm is not just sauce. It's what is in the fucking water, whether it's salt or not. The EC is the electric conductivity of what is in the water. So certain things don't have electric conductivity, so they don't count towards the EC. That's why a lot of people tend to use EC. I feel over ppm. Me, I want to know what's in my water. I don't give a fuck about the electric conductivity of it. I need to know everything that's in it because I feed super fucking heavy. So let me know all the bullshit that's in there, whether I'm gonna use it or not, so I can know what I'm fucking with.
As far as ppm for flowering, people would say in between 1,000 and 1,100. People would say.
What do you usually
Um, I don't ever even check. I run the nutrients at full strength, and that's all I do. Because here's the thing: it's not that cocoa can't hold nutrients, but it just doesn't hold the nutrients like soil does.
run? Yeah. So you saying if you was in soil, you would check the ppm? I'm lost. Raw NPK, huh? All right. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Just water for the most part. You
All
never
right,
check.
there we go.
Yeah. My ppm's being at like 1200s. I feed really heavy, bro. Like very heavy power. And I don't never go feed water, feed water. It's just always feed, 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 feed to the end.
Yeah, man, and I just feed, and that's the thing. So it's like, for instance, like once you be you with mix it, you know, um, the, the most important ppm to me is gonna be the ppm of your water, of your starting water. And I know a lot of people will measure the ppm runoff, stuff like that. But for flushing, I flush for 2 weeks and I'm in cocoa, so I just be feeling like there's little or nothing left in there.
I never use the NPK line, guys. Here's the thing. I usually don't have any deficiencies that I have, which I'm sure is incorrect because you know you can have a deficiency, think you fixed it, and it's good enough for you. So that's usually what happens. I don't really address a lot of deficiencies. I don't have a lot, and when I do, if it don't get fixed by flushing, then it usually don't get fixed. Luckily, we don't have a lot, whole lot of problems. So I haven't used anything like the little NPK setup. As far as additives, I only use the floor flex. I don't use any other additives outside of their line. So shit, that's just fucking 3 scoops. So I don't really use anything extra. Haven't in years now.
Yeah, man, I would go back to flood and drain if I could get if if I went to floor flex, I would go back to flood and drain because I do like the fact that it's pH stable. I don't know about Psycho, and I haven't tried their dry line yet, but you know what I mean. It's just like because I still got so much of the other shit. But flood and drain was probably my favorite because that shit is almost like set it and forget it. Fill up your reservoir once a week, flood your tables. You know what I'm saying? Empty out the water at the end of the week. Do this shit all over again. I really enjoyed flood and drain. That's probably my favorite. Yeah, man. Let's get into this next topic, man. Uh, man, can you film forever? Like, can you just keep making fem beans from fem seeds and just keep doing it over and over and over and over again? You have any insight on that or any thought on that?
I'm sure you could. I'm sure. Excuse me. I'm sure you could, and I'm sure the degradation of the original genetics of the strain would probably be equal to that if you kept cutting a clone of a clone of a clone. So I think it's personal preference. As if I think it's personal preference if the person would do that or not. Because can we really tell how much degradation has happened if you cut a clone of a clone of a clone of a clone of a clone? Because 9 times out of 10, we don't even have that original clone anymore to tell. So I feel like yeah, you can make it forever until God tell you can't because all your seeds are fucked up. So I feel like yeah, you could probably do it if not forever for a long ass time.
So you don't feel like you would be able to really tell?
I mean, I can't never really tell with my clones.
Okay.
What do you think?
Man, you know what, man? I don't really know. I don't really know, man. So what I've been trying to do, or what my model is right now, is every third or so generation, because like obviously I want to make the strains and I want to cross the motherfuckers together, and then I want to bring something else, pretty much outcross it. You know what I'm saying? So then once I make that, plus whatever else new I done brought in, I can add all that shit up together and then do something different and mix it up, keep some shit separate, make a whole nother pathway, all kind of shit. So, but like every like third to fourth run, what I want to do is bring in new shit. And this run, I brought in reg beans as opposed to bringing in films, additional films. So I'm trying to see if there's a difference. Some of the people who've been growing a lot longer than I have say there is a difference. But as far as
A difference in what?
just a difference in genetics, saying basically you'll have stronger genetics because you're leaning on the regular side
False.
as opposed to the leaning directly on the fem side. Now, whether it's true or false, I don't know. But what I'm still gonna do is that's what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just introduced some regular beans. Everything that I just bred to was regs, and I use fem pollen on the reg females.
That's what I was trying to tell
So
you. I haven't been for a couple years,
so
and
we'll see.
structurally and genetically, there's no difference. From using regs, from using films, from making films, from making regs, from taking a film seed, hitting it with a regular, taking a feminized seed that came from a regular seed drop and hitting it with film. Like I've done it all, and I can't really see no difference structurally in terms of, oh man, this right here was bred with a film with fem seeds that I regret. No, it don't never be no difference. Actually, when we go down there and look at the shit later on, I'll show y'all. That shit all be the same. I got rigs and films down there that I made, and structurally, um, they cool. I think motherfuckers just be saying that shit to me. Now, Inu says you have weaker genetics without the X and the Y. My question to Inu is this: do you mean structurally or do you mean chemically? Because I would be willing to bet that the average person don't care that much about the structure if the gas is gonna be potent. No, like motherfucker will take that trade off, right?
Yeah, man. And see, that's the thing,
You
man.
put
I'm
that
not
fucking fuck
sure
Frosty, man.
myself,
Fuck
but
Frosty. I'm playing. I'm glad that nigga backed up. Shout out to Frosty. Shout out to Frosty, man. Hey, from a nigga that got some slight medical
yeah,
issues, well,
welcome back, Frosty, man.
nigga, salute you because you lost some weight. I gained like fucking 40 pounds from medicine. Shit's just be different, man. Niggas get old. Take care of your body and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your body because shit ain't no punk when you start getting up in your 50s and late 40s. You know what I'm saying? That shit gonna come calling. Yo, I'm doing these Mac mints. I don't want nothing with mint in it no more. That shit. No more mints. It's gonna be tight.
Hell yeah, your ass got minted today. What you was smoking on over there? What'd you say that shit was called? What kind of mints?
Modified mints, man. Everybody, half these motherfuckers was in Black G. Matter of fact, Former, Django, Calm, that same joint that I was smoking and Black G shit of modified mints is what motherfucking put me under. All you niggas was there. Chemically, like if you have a bug infestation. That's the thing. That's my next point. I feel like if you don't take clones from anybody, okay, and you don't grow outdoors and indoors, I'm not saying you won't ever get a bug infestation, but that certainly lessens it. That probably would be a big deal if you were outside grower and you were trying to deal with pest resistance in terms of strain. So that's good knowledge for that, especially if you're gonna be an outdoor grower. So that's good. That's good to
Well,
chew on.
here's how I'm gonna test it, right? Here's one of the things I'm gonna test, man. Like, see, this one of the other things I got, like, I want to do. Like, I just made a S1 of something that I have a regular of, so I would love to grow the regular and the S1 side by side and see if they grow exactly the same. See what I'm saying?
You would have to pop like 10 of them because it's gonna be variance anyway.
Most definitely it'd be various, but you know what I mean. I'm just saying in general. You know what I'm saying? In general, yeah, I'm gonna have to throw some of the males away too, because hey, we ain't keeping them. But I just want to see in general, is there any difference in growth and vigor? Because here's the thing, bro. You know me, man. I don't grow regs. You know what I'm saying? I don't grow regs. I don't fuck with regs like that. So, and even when I do breed with a reg, I'm not using the male reg. I'm using the female reg. If that makes any sense. So yeah, that's one of the other things I'm getting ready to do. By the way, what up, Dank Knowledge?
Yeah, I ain't noticed no difference. I think, man, a lot of this difference be chemically to the untrained eye. You can't see in it. Weed is so subjective, bro. Like the same shit that make you feel one way one day. Well, certain shit just gonna make you feel a certain way. But a lot of this shit be subjective. So I look forward to see what your personal findings and results are. Um,
Yeah,
again,
man, and it's
so
like we talk about all the time, man. It'd be nice to even maybe document it because we really don't even be. At least I can say I don't be uploading videos to YouTube like that. I probably need to upload a couple videos here and there. We probably getting ready to start, man, because man, we got some new promotion coming.
now that
So
is true. What Foreman said. The male does have stronger. Like I can tell you when I had. That's one thing I can say. When I use a male in a cross, 9 times out of 10, the terps from that male always get carried over into the cross. That's why a lot of that shit end up being having the same terp profile slightly because that's one thing I have noticed about males and females. The male gonna pass on that flavor or that what you call it. Usually, from what I've noticed when I breed regular and when I breed females, the Turk profile seems to be stronger in my regular breedings. It would seem.
Yeah, man. I probably start uploading that shit back up on YouTube. And you know what? That brings us to the next topic. Um, will YouTube? You think they'll ever monetize weed videos again?
Sure.
What makes you think that?
Because it's gonna be inevitable. It's gonna be recreationally legal in so many states. It's not gonna make a difference. They're gonna see they missing money. Now, when they would do that, I don't know.
Mm.
What do I look for in a male? That is an excellent question, man. I'll let Righteous answer the shit he just asked, but I'm gonna put a pin in that one because I got some strong opinions on that. Now, what you think?
Man, this is what I do, man. I'm not even gonna lie. And shit, man. Sometimes that shit kicks me in the ass. Sometimes it doesn't. Right? Normally on a smaller scale it doesn't. On a larger scale it does. But what I like to do is, man, I take the ones that I feel are growing the best. You know what I'm saying? Have the best just overall look, whether it's side branching, whether it's um structure, whether it whatever it is. Before I even put that motherfucker in the flower, I normally take a cut of that motherfucker. I start selecting in veg. And obviously that don't never really tell the whole story. But if that shit don't grow right in veg, for me, I don't really want that shit to begin with. And that's something I had to learn because just in overall, when coming to cutting a clone or some shit, a lot of times when something don't grow well in veg, a lot of times for me it's hard for me to get a clone of it.
Now, I thought you liked
That's
the word as growing plants.
now I like weird growing plants, but at the same time, you can't make everything. Motherfuckers will be like, oh, your shit grows small, and then you have to start for yeah, shit fuck up. You
So would that be one that you would X if
know what I'm
it
saying?
grows
Got to
good?
have a little bit of everything in there. I'm sorry, brother, I couldn't hear you.
No, I was saying. Shit, I forgot what I was saying. He was hearing you. So what I'm saying is this: the smaller, ugly, weird growing plants, right? That's not necessarily determined by that grows good or doesn't grow good, right? Because a weird ass plant you can keep anyway, even if it don't grow well or not fast. Talk about you personally.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some of the weird ones I've worked with and some of the weird ones I haven't. So it'd be like trying to make sure you keep a healthy mixture of little bit of everything. Like I do like and enjoy the best way to do it is to cut clones of everything and make your selection at the end. But shit, man, I've said this shit before, man. I don't have that much space. I don't have that much room.
No, that's exactly what I do. Take two clones to everything, and yeah, the wrong thing. I feel you because that's how I end up with so many fucking plants. Because I literally don't nothing leave this bitch without getting cloned. I'm serious about that shit. The Gonzos. Mm,
It just like
Gonzo.
for instance, I use a good example, right? Baseline road. The first baseline road, you know how that motherfucker grow. You know what I'm saying? But when I went back and made the R2 of it, I used a different clone mixed with the a different clone off of the F1s mix or R1s mixed with the new
Come on,
beam.
set up.
My bad. I'm trying to get it out. I'm high. I'm over here smoking this shit. Good ass shit. So, but yeah. So when I had mixed them two together, it made the R2. You know what I'm saying? I use the larger of the larger of the of the F1, which would be the Wi-Fi leaner. That's the one I use when I made the R2 mixed with the original R1. So just to try to add and make the strain grow a little bit larger, because I personally like the first baseline the best. If I'm being honest,
Mm-hmm.
but the Wi-Fi leaning version grows a little bit larger.
Yeah, I ended up using that first one to cross with, and that's the one you like the best, but the yield is the worst. So we'll see. Have you ever crossed anything and took the have you ever crossed something and got the two worst the two worst characteristics from both crosses? Like all the shit that you did not want happened, and none of the shit that you wanted.
Yes, man, that has happened to me before. It has. But normally, somewhere in there, there's something in there that I really find very appeasing. So it'd be like, and I don't know if it's just because you like, oh man, this the lesser of two evils. I wouldn't say it like that, but it's like, for instance, banana beignet number 5, right? And I know it's been so long ago, but you smoked that motherfucker. By the way, I used that in the macaroni salad cross. Man, that motherfucker tastes so much different than all of the other phenols. Like all the other phenols were more GMO-ish, gassy, earthier. But the number 5, like sweet. Not quite Laffy Taffy banana sweet, but sweet along those lines.
So is that undesirable or what? I'm just because the question I asked is about an undesirable cross.
But I would say that there were other phenols in there that I mean that I didn't like as much as that. There, matter of fact, that's a bad example because I love modified bananas. EMF, put it that way, man. I had an EMF that was kind of brandish. You know what I'm saying? It's like different versions of EMF, man. That shit, the EMF is crazy. But that's the thing, man. It's like even when you get the worst of something, right? If you have enough beans of it, you're gonna find shit that got the best of it, shit that got some of the best of it, of this and the worst of that. You know what I'm saying? Moderate here, there. You're gonna find a wide spectrum.
Evil grimace. That shit sound evil grimace sounds like should I be smoking this? I like that name. Kong got fried, two of them. Uh yeah, I can see that. I had a comment that I wanted to comment on, but I didn't want to cut you off, so I did good about waiting. Scroll back up and find it.
Well, it's good, man, because I've been over here struggling to get this shit out. I'm high.
Here we go. What do you look for in a male? That's a good question, Piff. My whole thing is this. This the whole reason why I like reversing plants. Because even though I breed with males and I reverse plants because I do it all, my thing is you don't know what the only thing you can look for is in a male to me is structure. That's it. Structure and bigger. You can't do no fucking stem rub and be like, oh man, this stem rub seems like it's gonna be some gas. As I already stated, you can't fucking smoke pollen. So if you can't smoke pollen, you have no idea what this fucking pollen is gonna do. We've all seen shit that look good that didn't smoke good, so that pollen could be the same way. When you reverse a plant, actually get a chance to smoke the fucking weed. Then you can reverse that weed and you know what it's gonna do. You can actually craft your strain a lot better because you know what you're working with. With a male, you don't really know what you're working with. You just gotta hope. You just gotta say, okay, that motherfucker had vigor. It grew aggressively. But you can't smoke the shit. So that's my thing. That's why I do both. If it was up to me, I would probably just reverse everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I feel like it's a lot more accurate. You know, and by the way, man, FYGspray.com, man, for reversal spray. You know what I'm saying? We got you, man, and you know, man, we place your order today, man, we ship it out tomorrow. Sometimes the same day. But yeah, man, the original question was, man, will YouTube ever monetize weed videos? And you said, yeah, because you think it's going to become legal everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And
the question is just when.
Did they make any changes at YouTube or anything like that?
Not yet. So far, everything cool. Now, if they do start monetizing all this shit again, you can see the floodgates open back up, which is cool.
But I guess my question was corporately. Weren't you saying they had some changes over there? Like someone retired or something? I don't.
Yeah, the little lady, I don't want to call her CEO lady, but the lady they got to do with from now on, reversals are called Young Ma. You don't want to try me. That's funny. That's hella funny. Yep, I think we're.
You say reverse plans, I say reversals.
So you say it's going in the opposite direction, huh, for me? You see YouTube and Instagram cracking down on cannabis content. Huh? Yes, dank knowledge. Some shit just don't go good together. Good lord, there have been a couple things that I wished I would not have made. For real, I had a couple atrocities, a couple fucking great misses. Great misses. They missed by a long shot.
Man, I'll tell you one of the worst things is, you know what I'm saying? Man, I would say for the most part, I don't really have any issues reversing any plant. Or I did have this one reg. It was the Fruity Pebble OG times Animal Cookie times Ghost OG times Somali Ghost. And that shit right there did not want to reverse. And I don't know if it's because it already had too many motherfucking strains in it. I don't know. But that bitch did not want to reverse at all. And it's good because I didn't really like the weed. Like I liked it, but it needed, like, I liked the flavor of it, but it needed more punch to it. So my whole thing is, all right, I'm gonna put this Old Miller and I'll put this Sir Charles to it and try to see what I can do with it. But I think it worked out better the way I'm getting ready to do what I'm getting ready to do. So
Okay.
with that being said, because I felt like that would have been more experimental as opposed to taking two things that are actually good and mixing those, using two things or using something that's known good and mixing that across everything. Put it that way.
It's two schools of thought on that. You know what I mean? You can use something that you know good. And it's like, I think about it like gelato. Like, it's a reason why motherfuckers use gelato. Because, hey, man, that shit actually pairs well with a lot of shit. Now, do you get tired of gelato and everything? Sure. But maybe it's a reason why ain't nobody using Black Russian. You know what I'm saying? When's the last time you woke up and said, I need a Black Russian cross?
Or your favorite, Black Demeanor.
Yeah, we tried that. Didn't like it. Dank Knowledge had an Animal Cookies and a Dosey. You know what? Again, I've been smoking through some shit since I'm waiting on my shit to get done. What I found is that, at least the shit I've been smoking, I'm not that big of a fan of Dosey Dough.
Oh my god, that's craziness.
It ain't bad. I'm not saying I hate it because I don't hate it. It's pretty good, but definitely like Dosey Lotto way better than Dosey though. Definitely. But again, I'm a fan of
With
Gelato.
the dosey though that you begin.
Huh? It wasn't growing the best
I
either,
said
so I can't really hold it against.
the dosey dough that you be. Man, I seen some crazy looking dosey dough back in the day. Man, that shit was all white with a little bit of purple. Shit was crazy. But that shit is an older strain in the way that the market moves these days. It's pretty fast, man. Um, that's one of the things, man. I will say this, man. I had a conversation, man. I was lucky enough to be invited into this group, and man, it was dope, man. Talking to him and stuff like that, and I felt bad because the gentleman was very nice, and he didn't even have to let me be there, so I really appreciated that, right? But I could tell, man, like, like he was feeling some type of way, kind of about reversal spray, and like if you take somebody else's work and make it your own, like, and cross it up with something else and do this, like, because he's like, if you're like an old school traditional breeder, man, you might have been working on something 6 or 7 years, 8, 9 years. Like the comment said earlier, 2 years to find a good female. So just stuff like that, you know. Um, and I really felt bad, man, because man, the game just don't work like that, man. And this how I honestly feel, man. And I'm gonna tell all of y'all out there, if y'all get into making seeds, if you don't want somebody to take your shit and use it, don't put it out.
Mm-hmm.
Cause once
Kong,
you put
stop fucking changing
once
your name. Nigga, I didn't know you was Lil Willie. No, yeah, my bad. This nigga got a thousand
that,
names. No, I didn't know he was
man,
the
that
same
name
number
sound
that keep
that
getting black
name
G.
yeah, that name sound familiar. But yeah, man, don't put your shit out, man, if you don't want somebody taking your shit, using your shit. Cause like you can't control what anybody. If someone wants to take those beans and feed them to goldfish, they can do that. You know what I'm saying? Cause shit is theirs.
Well, Mr. Nice One, I think that a lot of people be concerned about them, like Righteous said, doing the shit 3 or 4 years, and then you just buy their shit, which they shouldn't be selling it if they covenanted, if they are holding it that close to their heart. Don't sell the shit. Number one, don't sell the shit till you ready to release it. That's number one. But number two, those older breeders are mad because they have worked so long, so hard, and they feel like, look at this motherfucker just coming along and just grabbing my shit and reverse it. Cause I get it. It's just like when I see somebody make a post, like, yes, my first strain is all my strains this year. You already know what's coming. In about 3 more posts, he's gonna be selling seeds, and then about 4 more posts after that. So like old people kind of really be trying to avoid older breeders. Are like, okay, this shit is hype. He's just gonna get into it. He made a cross. He ain't thinking about breed. He just made a cross trying to grab some money. So like that's what old breeders be thinking about. But what they don't understand is because of people like Righteous, they put out reversal spray, bro. Like shit is easier now. So like I'm sorry that you took fucking 20 years, but it's cats out here doing this shit a lot quicker now. You know what I mean? I encourage anybody to somebody already crossed my shit though. Yeah, and Kong I crossed it. Hey, using Black G chat. Talking about some Chosen already reversed it. That was a fucking secret. I did. I didn't want to tell him that.
Yeah, man. Someone had already crossed the banana beignets, and I wasn't even mad about it. You know what I'm
And I
saying?
encourage
Like
that shit.
that's dope. Hell yeah, I encourage it. Matter of fact, here I'm gonna tell you the spray to reverse it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the idea behind my company, man. Fuck it, just buy the seeds and the spray all in one place. Make it easy for you. And when this
Yeah.
93 cents hit, man, it's about to go stupid. I am gonna make. I'm getting ready to upload the macaroni salad here in a couple days, probably tomorrow, and it will be 10 packs. I think that's something new I'm getting ready to start doing is 10 packs. And someone actually hit me up and they was like, damn, bro, could you fit any more seeds in here? No, I couldn't. And it was way more than a 10 pack. Share them with your friends, share them with your people, man. If you ain't gonna grow them all, but man, I try to send people enough so they could do a nice little mono crop, run through them, see what they like, see what they don't, you know.
Hmm. Yeah, all our packs of 12 seeds and breaks of 15 over here. We getting away from them. 5 or 6 seeds. Yeah, people take clones in reverse. You made a good guess. You need to play the lottery.
Man, speaking of clones, man, I'm gonna try to get this shit off, man. We got the last two topics, and then we might try to do this word association, see how this shit go. Hopefully the homie can think of a couple quick words. And, pretty much we just gonna throw the word out and the first thing you think of, shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're running with. But shit, let's get into this next topic real quick. Hold on one second. Let me share my screen. All right. I don't know if you can see my screen, but man, let's talk about hop slate and viroid, man. It's something that, man, I've heard a lot of people talk about it. People like Medi Cropper, mainly a lot of the larger growers, people who are on facilities. And one of the issues that they have is when they acquire genetics, does it have hop slate and viroid? And what are some of the symptoms and signs of hop latent viroid? And what does it actually mean? So we're gonna read off just a little bit here. Hop slate is a single-stranded circular infectious RNA that is completely dependent on its host plant metabolism for replication. As the name suggests, hopslatin viroid occurs worldwide and also infects hops relative cannabis. So if y'all didn't know, hops and which is the stuff that they use to make beer and cannabis um, are on the same family tree.
I wonder if you were growing
All right.
hops that affects
So
your
how does
weed.
hopslatin viroid affect cannabis? What do you mean?
Like if you had a field of hops, you know, you see the commercials. It's like, oh man, I grow hops and I sell them to the fucking brewery or whatever. But I also grow weed. I wonder if, like, you know how you got like mice or whatever, you can pass between things. I wonder if the actual growing of hops would actually rub off on your plants that cause hops
Well,
like thyroid because you're growing hops. You know
yeah,
how
if the hops is infected, yeah, if the hops are infected, you sure can. Matter of fact, I would even imagine, you know, and I could be wrong, but this is once again my imagination. So at some point, if them motherfuckers was around each other for too long, them motherfuckers could potentially breed some type of way. Now I know that's a whole nother motherfucking topic, speciation. That's a scientific topic, which man I don't have the answers for, but I just still have what I think in my motherfucking head.
sway. You ain't got the answer, sway.
Yeah, man. So hopslatin viroid won't kill a plant or even cause obvious symptoms of infection, i.e., curling or yellowing leaves. However, plants will show subtle symptoms that are often referred to as dudding. During the vegetative stage, hopslatin viroid infected plants grow shorter with smaller leaves and tighter node spacing. Flowering plants infected with hopslatin viroid have smaller, looser buds with much fewer trichomes. One client estimated that cannabis plants infected with hopslatin viroid had half the cannabinoid content of healthy plants, and overall yield was reduced by 30%. Now, we're going to talk about these next two topics and then we'll wrap it up. How does hop and viroid spread? Hop and viroid is commonly spread via infected tools and equipment, which is why cultivators should always sterilize their equipment before starting work on a new plant. And how can you do that? There's plenty of solutions out there, or you can get you some isopropyl alcohol. HLVD can also spread through cloning when cuttings are taken from an infected mother. And because symptoms of Hopsley viroid are not always obvious in the vegetative stage, it can be hard to identify infected mother plants. This is especially true when infection occurs later in the plant's development, since stunted growth will not be as apparent. Very, very interesting. How can Hopsley viroid be controlled? Although Hopsley viroid can be from a cannabis or hemp plant via tissue culture, it is a long, laborious process. Should only be reserved for cultivars that are critical to your business. As with most plant pathogens, prevention is key. Good sanitation practices go a long way to prevent Hopsley viroid and all other plant pathogens. Use fresh gloves each time you handle a new plant and sterilize tools often. Visitors and staff also use foot baths that before entering the growing area wear hair nets, beard nets, gloves, and coveralls. Cultivators should also screen mother plants with the qPCR assays to ensure they are virus free before taking any cuttings. Cultivators should also screen and incoming clones with qPCR assays to make sure they're not introducing infected plants to their growing areas. And pretty much you can get a test from this company whose website we use, which I don't know who they are, but I thought it was a great article.
It was,
Medicinalgenomics.com. And then the last thing we're going to talk about that just goes with this is tissue culture. And one of the cool things about tissue culture is it's pretty much taking genetics on the cellular level and on that motherfucker damn near in stasis until you're ready to actually flower it back out. So I'm just gonna read this quick article. This is from cannabistech.com. Tissue cultivation represents a transformative approach to propagation in the cannabis industry. The science of tissue culture, also known as TC, was commercialized roughly 4 decades ago and is widely used across agricultural sectors. So this isn't new technology, but this is new technology to the home market because I've seen some home growers starting to use this technology. Until recently, the technology had not been adopted by the marijuana industry, perhaps due to the lack of knowledge sharing between industries or the long history legal barriers. I would say the latter. Today, the popular in TC or tissue culture in the cannabis sector is a far different story. So we pretty much just going to talk about how it works and the benefits, and that'll be it. So the beauty of tissue culture is that unlike conventional methods, it lets cultivators preserve a living specimen almost perpetually through minimal effort and using minimal space. Small pieces of plant tissue, even just a few cells from a cannabis specimen, can eventually produce hundreds of identical clones. All the tissue cultures start as small cuttings from a sample. The tissue sample is trimmed and goes through a crucial sterilization process. Once clean, the plant tissue goes in a dense nutrient culture, which is typically an agar gel containing a carefully crafted nutrient, hormone, and sugar mixture. The tissue culture controls the sample. Different hormone mixtures will trigger various stages of development for the tiny culture. The culture can technically remain in a period of indefinite purgatory until a time when the grower wishes to work with the sample again. Through the introduction of new hormones and nutrient rich growing solutions, a cultivator can trigger growth, root development, and multiplication. When the plant is large enough to multiply, it is ready to be trimmed into literally hundreds of separate yet precisely cloned individuals. These hundreds of samples follow a similar course until they are large enough to enter a phase of hardening off and ready for planting. From one small tissue sample, a well organized cultivator can potentially create hundreds of perfect clones without any contamination from a mother. So that's pretty much what tissue culture is. As we read before, one of the benefits of tissue culture is you can eliminate hopslate and viroid. Um, the tissue culture process requires clean workroom practices, which, when followed regularly or follow, guarantees the new plants are free from pests and disease, while at the same time remaining genetically identical to their original cutting. For these familiar with cloning, you'll appreciate producing genetically identical plants without the constant battle with infectious and genetic mutations carried down from the mother. So, unlike cuttings, which require exhausting and perpetual maintenance, tissues are easily saved in small spaces over long periods of times as needed. So, I seen a dude who had some tissue cultures. He had them almost look like mushroom cultures. They was in the little agar circles, and he had them like in like a file cabinet or some shit. It looked like, I don't know if it was a refrigerator or a little file cabinet. I don't know what it was. That shit was crazy as hell. And he had probably like 60 of them.
I actually know somebody. I ain't gonna put his name out there because I know he don't like being on the front line. But bro, the tissue culture class or the thing that he going to is in New York. It's a few $1,000s, right? He's already started. Let me tell you what this dude told me. I'm reading on my message. I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to reveal who this dude is. He says you have to process the tissue samples somehow every few months to keep them. It's not like you just throw them in deep freeze, so it's not much easier than cloning. More expensive, and the only advantage is you can stop viruses and pest contamination. And he did send me a couple pages of the curriculum, like what they deal with. That shit is fucking in depth, but I'm eager to get back to eager to get back what he learned. You know what I'm saying? Because the shit is like shit, $3,000 a student. You know what I'm saying? 3 bands. So I just actually hear his opinions, and because I don't know, he's the only person I know that's actually doing it. You know how I am, right? All this reading shit is cool, and it's cool to read it, but until you actually do it, like it's so much shit I read that was different than when I actually did it. So excuse me. So I'll be looking forward to see what he find out. But what fucked me up was he said that you gotta like regenerate the shit every so often. So that's interesting because I know a lot of people think you just put that shit in the freezer and leave it forever. Yeah, Brooke, 3 bands right now. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? And that's starting. Oh, she got pregnant by her girlfriend. I wonder who fucked the brat. Somebody fucked her. Somebody bashed her for sure. And that bitch standing 50 might die doing childbirth, y'all.
Hell no. Now the last thing I want to read about this is technically in a side-by-side comparison, cuttings still reach maturity faster than tissue culture. A cutting from a mother plant, excuse me, hold on, should take roughly 2 weeks to each planting stage, with tissue cultivation can take over a month to mature. For larger productions, the math still works out in the favor of tissue culture because tissue culture has a considerable multiplication factor that traditional cloning methods simply cannot replicate. Tissue culture cultivation produces efficiencies of scale that are incomparable to conventional cuttings, and the benefits of tissue culture go beyond only large commercial operations, and it can be considerable benefit to smaller growers as well. With even just do it at home kit, a cultivator can take the genetic makeup of their crop into their own hands. There is still much to learn about tissue culture cannabis applications. As more commercial operations adopt the TC technique, there will inevitably be dramatic changes in the way we understand tissue culture now. This is an old article, I believe this was back in 2018. You can find more about this on cannabistech.com.
Yeah, tissue culture really for niggas that run facilities and shit. Shouldn't, in my opinion, I don't really think a home grower should be fucking with tissue culture because it's way too expensive. Not unless you got some shit that is like the motherfucking one. This is the strain. This is a golden goose. So yeah, maybe. But most niggas can't even keep up cloning right, much less. That's the thing. If you gotta be sterile as a motherfucker for tissue culture, man, can you imagine how these niggas gonna be fucking that shit up? They can't even get sterile for clones. You can't even get sterile enough for clones, much less tissue culture. Most people. And
Well,
I'd be one.
I'm just looking back in the chat. This shit is crazy.
I'd be one of them. Yeah, the chat going nuts. Our chat always fire though. What's up, man? You want to show Odell
Dang
first?
Knowledge said, "How is the Turks on the map?" Uh, hold on, I want to answer some of these questions in the chat. Dang Knowledge asked, "How was the Terps on the macaroni salad?" Exquisite. Um,
I know that nigga would like a
to me,
description.
I felt like, yeah, I'm getting ready to go into that. It had a lot of the mac flavor, but it still has some gas to it. Um, so that was the thing that I really enjoyed about it, because I don't particularly find mac to be super gassy, um, and sweet. So I really enjoyed it a lot. I had a couple different phenos of it. I grew it next to cookies on Camelback and chosen like that one over cookies on Camelback. I've never released macaroni salad outside of the rib dinner, so I'm gonna put it up on the website. 10 packs. It'll only be available in 10 packs. Let's see here. What else we got? Kong says two of my snowmans looking funky.
Oh
Please
yeah, I was
trail
gonna
them
comment
in.
today. Yeah, nigga, if that shit don't shake out, fuck with me. I'll send you some more. I like
He
my.
said, hold on, no, it was his comment that was funny. He said, I bought some seeds on IG and they looked the same way. They were next to the snowman. I think I caught HIV. Well, I don't mean to laugh, but I hope you're okay. I hope you're saying they caught HIV.
No,
Um,
we highlighted that. We had that comment highlighted for Ella. Cause I was gonna
yeah,
answer, but I didn't want to.
man, I
I've been working.
appreciate it. And then I see Bruno G came in the chat. What up, Bruno G? Then y'all was talking about the brat got pregnant. Okay,
You caught
we
up
all
yet?
cut up. Yeah, we all cut up, man. You can go ahead, man. Show what you got, man. Well, I'll go.
Of
Matter of
course.
fact, I'll go first. I'll go first because my shit getting ready to go off. You go ahead and roll up and do your lines of cocaine, okay? Now,
Hey.
now I'm not gonna be able to. I'm not really gonna be able to comment too much, but I will show y'all what I got going on. All right.
Man, this shit is not cool. Bruh, I don't know how I'm gonna do work tomorrow. This medicine got me feeling like I'm feeling. It's gonna be interesting. Let's get this guy on full screen. Whenever he gets on full screen. Tony Montana. That's a tight strain name, Pip. And you could use Future's Tony Montana for the promo. With all that weed. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm staying away from that fucking modified mints. That shit had me. That shit had me feeling like a mule kicked me. I ain't gonna bullshit. And I got that shit from the dispensary, which fucked me up. Cause I'm used to not getting good weed. This might only be my fifth or sixth time in dispensary. But yeah, that
All right,
modified
and
mints.
now I'm gonna show y'all the run downstairs. Hold up.
Ah man. Yeah, I think with that tissue culture, it's one of them things that's hot right now, but a lot of people doing that shit probably that don't need to do it, in my opinion. Like if you're a nigga like Frosty, they got like a ton of shit going on there, yeah, but like a regular motherfucker like me, I wouldn't need that. Take you to fucking town. It don't look bad though. Not as bad as he tried to make it out to be. It's black, ain't it? Chosen one was stuck on stuff. Oh yeah. What that wasn't really me. That's like his camera and my CD ass Wi-Fi. As I say, we're going to have to work on that. That's why I gotta sell some seeds so I can get my internet right, so we can get y'all a good show. Fuck, tired about it. Stopping and starting. It looked like that seed pretty much ready. I mean, it's nice and tiger stripe. Yeah, I agree 110% farmer. I will not. I personally won't be sending my shit in to get done like that for sure. Come on, get those sausage fingers in there and get that seed out. Come on. Come on. I think they only got a week left. That shit look done now if you ask me. Hey, farmer, if you do pre-order now, nigga, I got a hellified extra. I got some shit that I ain't released yet that's going out, and I tell you right now, it's a high octane cross, super fucking gas. So I'll be giving that out a 10 pack of that shit free for everybody that order, because I don't really. That's a limited drop, so I didn't really have enough to like actually put it out. But everybody get a 10 pack that fucking order. The fuck. You don't have to. And the whole reason the pre-order shit came up, somebody on IG was like, "Yo, here go my money because I want to make sure I get that shit." I was like, you know what? I'll put it out there and just see. I was talking about the mints. I don't want to talk about the mints. But no, I just put it out there. Obviously, you don't have to pre-order. I think it'll be plenty. The only one that's kind of limited is that fucking goddamn Donkey Kong, because that plant wasn't that big. So well, it won't be a lot, but it'll be a lot.
All right, so yeah, I'm back. So what I was attempting to show on the last
Pip had
one,
a question. I want to tell you so you can before you start giving us what you went down. He says, because you can explain that while you're giving us the rundown too. You can answer the question at the same time. Trying to find it though. He says, what is that in it's black, ain't it? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Damn, what is that? It's black, ain't it?
It's black, ain't it?
Piff, retype that question
Um,
where we can understand it.
now I know what he talking about. He talking about the Sir Charles that's in there. So yeah, um, I know what you're talking about. And yeah, that motherfucker's a deep dark purple. That's the number two. That's the one I'm using, and I'm crossing that up with a straw nana runts. Um,
I did read it right. God damn it. And he understood it.
yeah. When you put the ain't it on the end, I understood. But yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, man. So what I was attempting to show, man, was man, it's seeds in on that plant that's done, and the seeds on that plant that is not done. And what I'm really trying to do is get to a point to where it's more done seeds than undone seeds.
And them shits looked done though, bro. That was nice and tiger stripe. That's what I
Not
was giving commentary
that
with.
that first one was, but the second one I wasn't. The second one wasn't.
Would
It
you
looked
ever
like a
consider
fucking. It looked like a lima bean.
would you ever consider pulling separately? Like, okay, this plant's done. I'm gonna let you others keep going.
Nah, because what I'm gonna do is I know what tent got pollinated at a later date. So I would say that the first tent, which had the black strain in it, the blackish purplish, Phoenix Suns lookingish. Yeah, man, Sir Charles. That one right there. Probably that tent will probably get pulled down first. Like I think that tent will be ready at the end of this week. Closer towards the end of this week. Where I feel is the other seed tent need to go 2 weeks. And if I do that, well then shit, I might need to just figure out a way to keep everything alive for 2 weeks. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, y'all. We got some fucking merch coming finally. We finally got some merch coming in this bitch. So like be on the lookout for that. And I wanna do something I still wanna do something special for all my mods, man. Cause y'all take ones. I have not forgot y'all. Shit just take a minute. But I got y'all though for sure. Hey, I was gonna get y'all this stone and streaming, but man, look, bro, that cross did not that did not do what I wanted it to do. I am so upset about that. It started out with so much promise, but it didn't end that way. We still gonna smoke it though. Oh, Con, you already got, bruh. I already told you when I made that shit, bro. I literally thought about you, and I laughed because I knew you was gonna do that shit. I knew you was gonna do it.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be nice.
I don't even. For some reason, I can't even. I was gonna try to get on here, and show my shit. I don't even think I got. Did I send you? I think I accidentally sent you the. I guess I'm fucked up, y'all. I'm not scared to tell y'all that I'm just now, after an hour and 24 minutes into the stream, like fucking myself. And I'm gonna go back and listen to it. I'm pretty sure you can hear the evolution of me waking up. I'm sure. So you said you got another week, huh? Maybe
Man,
two.
I think, yeah, man. I think, man, I need to go 2 weeks total.
Those Piff or rigs. This was a rig drop. I tend to do fem drop, rig drop, fem drop, rig drop. So the last fem drop I did was Blue Magic, the all of that. You know what I'm saying? The Blue Magic. I can't think right now because I'm looking it up.
Farmer M wants to know, can he send a deposit?
Yes.
He'll have it. He'll have the rest next
Yep.
week. What kind
Yes,
of
sir.
question was that, Farmer M? Is that a trick
You know I got you,
question?
bro. I got all my day ones for sure. Especially you, Farmer. You already know what it is, bro. You look. You didn't even have to ask that question. You could have sent it and just in the notes, just said, "Hey, man, I'll have the rest later."
Hey man, if you ever send me money, put in my notes gift. I'm not trying to pay taxes. No, I'm just playing, guys. Just joking. That's not what you really do.
3 weeks, maybe 2.5. But no, that isn't 3. But this gonna be the shit that I take with me to the whatchamacallit. So I want to get an opportunity to the people that ain't gonna be at the show to get shit before the show. So I'm gonna release the shit before.
Ooh, that shit gonna go fast, y'all. Man, y'all might want to buy that shit up before he even make it to the show. You heard?
I would say do that, but I'm motherfucker will actually do that.
I might buy it all. Uh-oh. I was trying to wait till payday, but I got excited.
All right, can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh my god, that desk was fucked up.
It's all right, man.
That's the definition of a fucked up desk. Oh shit.
It's okay.
I wonder.
It's better to have a junky desk than a desk that's junky.
I was gonna try to show you all these.
Wise words from a fool. Part 1.
All right, today we're gonna start in reverse.
Ooh.
We're gonna start with this shit that's in
Boom, bow. Check him out, y'all. Hit the fucking like button, please.
All right. That's a strawberry frosted donut. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a lemon pie face cross right here. We got a Jerry Coleman right there. We got a lilac diesel DX3 right there. We got a gelatin cross with strawberry frosted donut. We got this is a Wild Tropic Runts female right here. This is another lemon pie face cross. That motherfucker got some big paws on it. This is a what the fuck is this? It's another. It say Tropic Runts, but I don't believe it. It don't look like that. So I'll probably label that wrong. This is a what the fuck is this? It's a jealousy cross. This is a Cherry Titan. That's that one thing that Black G was giving away free. The Cherry Titan, which is Titan breath and cherry something. That's a banana frost right there from Black G. I'll put my head on here. So most of this shit is the shit over here that I'm just trying to grow out to see. I think structurally, this is my favorite strawberry frosted donut right here. Structurally, pay no attention to that bullshit right there because I take all the families off. But structurally, I like that one and then that one. That's like the phenos that I got right now that I gotta clean up. That's fucking lanky all over the place. This is solid. All right, so that's that.
Getting a lot of love in the chat.
And then
Boom.
this shit motherfucker right here needs some work. He'll be okay. This one was looking like that too. You can see I got the growth coming back, but some of this shit need to be watered. We got another Gary Coleman in here. We got Mr. Big Stuff in here. This really just like a fucking overflow.
Y'all hear that? That's really nothing, guys.
We got some. Look at this shit here. That's terrible. I got to get this shit in some regular light. This is a Cherry Garcia. All this shit down here stretchy. All of this shit, cause I need some light. And then, last but not least, this goddamn clusterfuck over here. Oh my god, this shit. I don't even, man. Where do we start? God damn. This is strawberry frosted donut crust with baseline. This is Fruit Crunch Crunch number 6. This is the hype. Peanut number 2. We got a mango kush right here. We got my favorite in the tent, the Jealousy cross with barbecue ribs. One of my favorites, for real. Lilac Diesel EX 3, number 3. The fruity pheno. One smell like gas, one's like fruity. We got a Mike Larry right here, which Mike Larry is in that new cross that I can tell you this. Kong gonna get it. Kong gonna get this cross. Former gonna get this cross. Chris Hawkins gonna get this cross. It's the Mike Larry cross. And it's gonna be gas. I ain't gonna tell y'all what it is, but you three motherfuckers definitely getting it before I even put it up for sale, for sure.
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? I know that made y'all smile. Hit that like button.
St. Louis. I don't know what. Oh no, this is barbecue ribs crossed with caramel cake. And we got another jealousy crossed with barbecue ribs right here. I know the camera work fucked up because this light is bright as shit. Then on this side of the tent, we got the hype number 1. Now this hype and the hype number 2 are different because this shit smell like cereal milk. I don't know what is in the hype. Yeah, this shit leaning all over, bro. We need some help in here. Alright, we need some real help. That's gonna do pretty well though. If anybody bought the jealousy and barbecue ribs, that shit gets solid pretty much all the way down. Like all of that shit in there is actually solid. Trending that. It's the same way over here too. Got that jealousy structure. That's what I do like. But we need to stake some more shit in here or do something. We need to do something in that motherfucker. Somebody do something. It's a problem. Yeah, that ain't that bad though. We got some shit moving. Hey, and for real, bro, that cross, the one that I ain't releasing, that I'm gonna give to you niggas first, man. I'm telling you, that shit's gas. I've been telling y'all I'm gonna have something special.
Kong says, damn, I gotta get that caramel cake. Mr. Nice One says, Floppy Town is always good. Sci-Fi Gibson stepped in the room, says, yo, I was in a meeting. Dope. Hopefully. Django says he loves it. Yeah, man. Getting a lot of great feedback. Definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. Tron, Cubert, Donkey Kong, pre-orders available. Kind of man. Farmer M, are you stoned? Are you streaming? You damn right you can do pre-orders, man. Barbecue ribs. Chosen, you there?
My bad, I was mute like a motherfucker.
It's all right.
The barbecue ribs is Black G's Lamosa. I use this Lamosa with the Jungle Boys Sunday Driver. That's barbecue ribs. And I took that, crossed it with Jealousy. And that's the
hold on. That's not the Olin Sunday Driver?
Yeah, it is. I just tend to say copycat because a lot of motherfuckers don't even know who. Like if I said Olin, a lot of these new people ain't know what
You said Jungle Boys, but I didn't know if it was. I thought it was
it
Olin.
is.
Oh, that's all right. Shit happens, man. Niggas be high.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Sci-Fi
I got
Gibson
that.
says he like to talk business.
OKC is another one.
OKC John's barbecue ribs is the
Very terpy, very terpy. Ethos did this thing with that OKC. It's like every pheno is fucking orange that I tasted. Some more than others. Some you might get a candy orange. Some you might get an orange peel, but it's definitely orange. And to all of the breeders or would-be breeders out there, if you use that OKC, that terp profile is so fucking heavy, it will get carried over to all of the seeds, all of the phenols. They're gonna be orange. Like it's very heavy, like that Sunday driver. That's why I can't use. That's why I stopped using Sunday driver. It's so thick that it just overpowers everything you cross with it. So thick.
now. This is what I would like to do, man. Most definitely got to do the roll call for the chat, man. We're gonna start it off. We had Your Majesty in the building. Django G was in the building. Man, appreciate you stopping through. Farmer M.
Real quick, for
He will
any
be
of my
calling me from a
moderators
private number.
and my day ones, if y'all ever got like this shit that Con went through, the last one I didn't call the last one, won't slip again. Any of my minds, man, day ones, just fuck with me, holler at me, be like, yo, bro, I let that shit go, something happened, whatever. Look, we'll work something out. Like you ain't always got to like spend money. You know what I'm saying? I definitely don't mind shooting some shit that you wanted and it got fucked up because usually I got more than enough over it. So shit, just holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Shoot a nigga a DM. Hey man, look, this what
And
happened.
you
Fuck.
know what's so tight about that, man? Kong was next on the roll call. Kong, appreciate you stopping through, homie. Chris Hawkins, what's up, dog? He knew the life of it. I ain't already say your name, man. He knew the life was up in this thing. We had the American one stop through. We had Piff 130. You know what I'm saying? Different kind of cool right there, you feel me? Hey, we had Gorilla Bean Popper in the building. What up, Gorilla Bean Popper?
I ain't
Yeah,
seen that.
man.
Daddy must have sent his somebody over. Hey man, go see what them niggas doing.
Nah,
Go see
he
what them
was in the show probably like 2 shows ago.
niggas. I know. I just. All right.
Yeah,
Real
man.
quick. I know you doing a roll call. I know you don't really be because you be busy.
What up? What up?
And I know you don't be in Black G shit like that a lot. But this nigga's like formulating some like shit with all trying to get all this together. You know, doing some hunt type shit, working together type shit. Just wanted to put you up on that. I forgot. I remember seeing all these people in here that's in Black G shit. So I know I'm gonna fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you're gonna fuck with them too. Mate, I'm just letting you know. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to make some type of
Hell yeah.
Okay, that's what's up, Con. Just let me know though, bro. Anybody got a problem, anything going on, let me know. We like clockwork in this bitch. We don't never stop
Hell
moving.
yeah, man. Shit, English, man. Appreciate you stopping through, man.
Strawberry frosted donut next.
We had a fight game killer, MJ. Appreciate you coming through, man. Let's see what we got in this thing, man. Mr. Appreciate you stopping through. Brooklyn OG, RX Mason.
That's what's up, Sci-Fi.
Most definitely had Sci-Fi in the thing. Sure.
Hey, what
Who
are you
else?
smoking
Anybody
again?
else? Who, me?
Yeah, you. What's you smoking?
Are you talking to me?
Mm-hmm.
Sir Charles and EMF.
Guys, you hear it. Y'all might want to order that shit because it got his slurred. A little slurred.
Yeah, I'm pretty high. But what was the other thing I was gonna say? So man, hey, I want to finish this shit out, man. I want to, think of 5 words. You know what I'm saying? Just a quick little word association. Don't mean we got to stop the stream or nothing, but I just want to try this out, man, to see how this go. We're gonna do 5 words, man. I want you to just say the first thing that come to your mind. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Sour diesel.
Weed.
Watering.
Plants.
Breeder.
Me.
Soil.
Bullshit.
And flour.
Oh, this is what comes to mind.
Rain, 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 rain. Every time you see the boy, got a brand new strain. And the shit so Waco. Flame, 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 flame. Put your ass in a ditch. Saddam El Hussein. 2 things that a nigga know. Pot the beans, let the shit grow. Green like that mean go. That mean go. 2 things that a nigga know. Pot the beans, let the shit grow. Green like that mean go.
It might have been something else you wanted to say. I'm sorry, that was rude. But that was the first thing that came to my mind, though.
Man, that's perfect, man. That's all that's all I had, man. Those are my 5.
I finally did something right. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming out. Get them fucking umbrellas out. And hey, look, there's some shit Righteous started. When y'all go on other niggas' chat, man, throw up them fucking umbrellas. We gonna make niggas ask what them umbrellas mean sooner or later. They gonna want to know what's up with them umbrellas. You know what though? But until next week, man, Chosen checking out.
It was Righteous ain't playing. Peace.
And we're gonna bring on fucking rain, man.
Rain, 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 rain. Every time you see the boy, got a brand new strain. And the shit so Waco. Flame, 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 flame. Put your ass in a ditch. Saddam El Hussein. 2 things that a nigga know. Pot the beans, let the shit grow. Green like that mean go. That mean go. 2 things that a nigga know. Pot the beans, let the shit grow. Green like that mean go. That mean go. That mango. That mango. Keep the game. Cheddar lingo. Nigga, how far would the green take you? As far as you go. That mango. That mango. Keep the game. Cheddar lingo. Nigga, how far would the green take you? As far as you go. It ain't no game. It ain't no game. All of these niggas, they looking for game. Lining they pockets, they flooding they pockets, they lining they pockets with all of this change. Shit ain't no game. Shit ain't no game. All of these niggas, they do it for game. But one thing won't change. It will remain the same. None of these niggas will ever reign. All these hundreds in this bitch is gone. Tommy gun, honey bun, it's gone. Hope you brought your umbrella, it's gone. And we gon' cause it's gone. All these hundreds in this bitch is gone. Tommy gun, honey bun, it's gone. Hope you brought your umbrella, it's gone. And we gon' cause it's gone. All these hundreds in this bitch is gone. Tommy gun, honey bun, it's gone. Hope you brought your umbrella, it's gone. And we gon' cause it's gone.